to Alexis Murphy. Her family is holding remembrance in just an hour from now at the very site where she was last seen alive in Nelson County. We have team coverage as family and friends gather to honor Alexis. 10 years ago today, the Nelson County teenager disappeared. Randy Taylor was convicted of kidnapping and murdering Alexis and sent to prison. And tonight, on the anniversary of her disappearance, we now know how she died and where she was buried.
We're not listening, man.
Still ain't right.
Saturday, this is a quick video. Ecclesiastica in the book of Apocrypha,
17-year-old had plans to shop in Lynchburg.
26,
Alexis
verse 9.
never returned home. On Sunday,
The
August
whoredom
4th, her family
of
alerted the
a
Nelson
woman
County
may be
Sheriff's
known
Office.
in her haunted looks and
If she
eyelids.
was going to miss her curfew
Verse
or
10.
be late for her curfew,
If thy
she
daughter
would have
be
called
shameless,
and said, I'm going to
keep
be
her
late.
straightly,
Law
lest
enforcement
she
started searching
abuse
by land
herself
and
through
air.
overmuch liberty.
Usually when a teenager is called in missing, there's
You
some
know,
lag time, it feels like. They could have been a
I'm
runaway.
sure she
What was
heard
different about Alexis's case?
of the
Her
Israelites.
profile wasn't of a runaway. She was
You know,
popular in school. She was a volleyball, all those things.
You have brothers get on you women,
very good support group with their family.
By
but
Monday,
Jake
August
too,
5th,
but
then investigator Billy
mostly
Mays began
you
heading up a
women.
massive effort to find the girl.
you know,
We knew that Alexis had fueled her vehicle at the Liberty
back
gas
in the
station,
Apocrypha,
and after talking to
Ecclesiastica
a clerk
chapter
there,
30,
we learned that
verse
there was some
11,
conversation with
give him no
between Alexis Murphy
liberty
and a heavily tattooed individual that drove a camouflage SUV.
in his youth,
Surveillance video
and
confirmed
winked
the exchange at
not
roughly
at
7
his
o'clock
folly.
Saturday night. She was also seen leaving the gas station, heading south on 29, behind that camouflage SUV. Alexis's phone last pinged 17 minutes later, just a few hundred feet from Cannery
these-
Loop Road.
these two-thirds, you know, they
So we were focusing on the area with
trust
the last ping of her phone for our initial canvas.
Esau.
During that canvas,
know,
some of the field agents had interviewed an individual.
Haggai chapter 1 verse 7. Thus said the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. The Lord,
We learned that he drove an SUV that was
it's like
camouflaged.
saying
And
to
he was
you,
heavily tattooed.
you women,
That
consider
Monday
your
night, Mays
ways.
came face to face with Randy Taylor for the first time. What was your initial gut feeling on Randy Taylor?
I don't know how to explain it
Ecclesiastica,
in words, but
back
it's
in
just
Apocrypha,
something bad. He's got a
26
bad
verse
aura
9.
about him.
The whoredom of a woman may be known
Taylor
in
claimed
her
he never saw
haunting
Alexis
looks
and didn't know her.
and
The fact that he
eyelids.
denied having
Now,
any knowledge of Alexis Murphy,
through
not by
the
name,
police
but even the
officer
photograph that we
investigation
showed,
that
he hadn't seen her when he clearly had held the door for her.
this
We
young
knew he was
woman
lying.
She disappeared on a
was
Saturday.
being stalked.
And you say you had your
You know, she's
suspect
on
by
social
Monday.
media.
By Monday afternoon, Randy
she's
Taylor was
living-
our suspect.
You know,
Tuesday night,
she's
August
living
6th,
life.
Alexis's white Nissan
But
turned up in the
she
parking lot of the
wasn't
Carmike Cinema
living
in Albemarle
life
County.
for your,
Surveillance video showed
for our
someone dropped
Lord
it off there
Yahweh
Sunday
Shah
night,
Yahusha.
but you couldn't make out who did it. Wednesday, law enforcement
Jeremiah
executed a
chapter
search
6
warrant at
verse
Randy Taylor's
17.
property. They found a fingernail
Also,
embedded
I
in the
sent a
carpet of the
watchman
camper,
over you,
a stud
saying,
earring,
hearken
and
to
a
the
hair.
sound of
What
the
did that
trumpet.
evidence tell you about this
But
scene?
they say, we would not hearken.
You know, just based on my experience, an
You know,
earring can fall out of your ear. That's
and
not uncommon.
because of that,
But the
she
fingernail
had
that
got
was
judgment.
torn,
Verse 18.
that was concerning to me.
Therefore, hear ye, O nation,
To me, it just indicates that something
and know,
violent took place.
DNA analysis
congregation,
confirmed the hair,
what
fingernails,
is
and earring
among
belonged
them?
to Alexis Murphy.
So we went back on Sunday to interview him again with all of the intentions at this point of arresting him for the abduction.
What Mays found inside the camper this time, another piece to the
Jeremiah
puzzle.
chapter 6
Bobbled
verse
up under the
16.
couch, the shirt
Thus said the
Taylor was
Lord,
wearing the
stand
day
ye
Alexis
in the
disappeared.
old
Wrapped up in the
socket.
shirt was her eyelashes, press-on
Thus said the Lord,
eyelashes.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua,
And
stand
I'm
ye
not talking
in the
about
way,
hair. I'm talking about hair
and
extensions that are
see
weaved
and
into
ask
your hair.
for the old
Gobs
path,
of it was wrapped up and rolled into his
where
shirt.
is the
Were you
good way,
surprised how much evidence was
and walk
found
therein,
in the camper
and you shall find rest
days later?
for your soul.
Yeah,
And why do you think all that evidence was
But
still
they
there?
say we
the
would
fact
not
that they were
hearken therein.
I think goes back to the fact that
Verse 17.
he's-
Also, I set
he's
a watchman
sexual
over you.
sadist. I mean,
That's
people
going to be the
like
remnant
that
of the elect,
like to keep
saying,
a souvenir
hearken
of
to
some
the sound
sort.
of the trumpet.
And I really really
But
don't
they
think
say
he had
we
any
were
intentions
not
of getting rid of
hardened.
any of that.
On Wednesday, August 14th,
Verse
11
18,
days after
therefore,
Alexis disappeared,
hear
they
ye,
got
O
another major
nation,
break using
and
cell
know,
phone dogs from
O
the Department of
congregation,
Corrections.
what
They're
is
trained to sniff
among
out the
them.
glue that's used in cell phones. An hour into the search, Mays got the news.
And there's a white Apple iPhone, 70, 80 feet, something like that, from the front door of his
Yeah, a
camper.
couple more
It made the
scriptures.
hair stand up on my neck. It was just,
Ecclesiasticus
I couldn't
chapter
believe it.
12,
In the weeks and months that
verse
followed,
11
Mays and
in the
his team
Apocrypha.
continued to search for Alexis's body
Do
to
he
no
humble
avail.
I
himself
wanted the body
and
for
go
closure for the family,
crouching,
really, but I wanted to
yet
charge
take
him with
good
murder as
heed
well.
and
To do
beware
that without
of
a
him?
body is very difficult to do.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped
In January,
a looking
then
glass,
Commonwealth's attorney Anthony
and thou
Martin decided
shalt
to
know
move
that
forward with the
his
murder
rust
charge, even
has
without her
not
remains.
been
In May of
altogether wiped
2014,
away.
a jury found Randy Taylor guilty of murder and abduction with the intent to
You
defile.
know,
This has been
he
a
didn't want to
terrible
harden
nightmare that our
through
family has
the
had
God
to
of the
deal
Bible.
with because of his
He
actions,
got
and
judged.
it doesn't end today.
The judge
Got
handed
sent
down
up.
2 life sentences. Do you feel like the world's safer?
I do. I think he was fascinated with her. I think he was stalking her.
What do you think happened to
Ecclesiasticus
Alexis?
chapter
I think he's
12,
trying
verse
to
10.
murder her. I'm
Never
certain he raped
trust
her.
thy enemy, for
In
like
December of
as
2020,
iron
investigators
rust,
finally found
so
Alexis Murphy's
is his
remains.
wickedness.
7 years and 4 months after she disappeared. The Nelson County Sheriff's Office only said that they were tipped off on where to find them, and the remains
I
were
mean,
found
this
in
guy
an
has
undisclosed location.
suffocated the
Well,
woman,
now I am learning
the young
much
woman.
more about the circumstances. The Nelson County Commonwealth's Attorney's
First
Office tells me
Timothy
that Randy Taylor told
chapter 5,
investigators
verse 6.
where he buried
But she
Alexis.
that
Her
lived in
remains were
pleasure
recovered December
is
3rd,
dead
2020,
while she
here
lived.
off of State Bridge Road near Route 29. That's about 4 miles north of Taylor's trailer. The medical examiner's report states
Isaiah
that Taylor
chapter
admitted
32, verse
Alexis
11.
was suffocated.
Tremble ye
A
women
chilling end,
that are
but
at ease.
closure for her family and the
You know,
investigators who searched for years
you know, these
to
women,
bring Alexis home.